All right, everybody, we are live again. Dynasty Mirror Search for Uhuru. Thank you so much for joining us. As you enter the chat room, please hit the like button. Also, make sure you subscribe if you're new to the platform. A couple of announcements. Tours are coming up August 13th through the 19th. We will be in Nigeria for the Oshun Festival. Again, we will be in Nigeria for the Oshun Festival. Also, too, Sierra Leone, December 4th through 12th. Me and Blacksit, we got the collab going on. So if you guys are interested, please go to dynastymirror.com. Go to dynastymirror.com. All right. Today's topic is, as you grow, as you progress, you don't have to tear down or slander or speak ill of those as you're going through this process. Me personally, sometimes I'll get involved in the back and forth, and I might use words that aren't kind, words that are meant to tear people down. I might call them names that, again, are meant to tear them down. Little Sharon, I'll get back to you. But me personally, just my nature, I'm not combative. I'm a peaceful person by nature. So it's just when I get involved in these back and forths, it doesn't seem natural. So moving forward, I am going to end it. Search for Uhuru will be nothing but positivity. All right. We're not calling anybody out of their names. We're not going after anybody. I'm moving forward and moving on in my growth. And sometimes, the reason why someone like me can be so critical is because as we grow, we can see certain events from the bigger picture. We can see the bigger picture, meaning, and we see it from more of a spiritual, not just an emotional standpoint, but more of a spiritual as well. Meanwhile, other people who are not growing, they just see it more from an emotional standpoint. And sometimes that will cause someone like myself who sees the bigger picture, doesn't understand why this person supports this or said that. We don't understand why. In our frustration, we tend to attack and call names and belittle. In 2000, I would say 2010. Well, actually, 2011 to about 2013, I was living my best life. What do you mean, Dynus? I was doing great in sales. I was making great money. And I had processes that I would implement because I was growing as well, spiritually, emotionally. And as far as the processes, I always said thank you. I spoke to everybody. Said hello. I practiced unattached giving. For example, I would go to Skid Row every Sunday and feed the homeless. So, and I stayed away from the gossip. I didn't get involved in the back and forth. So petty arguments on Facebook, disagreements, I didn't get involved with it. In fact, I was rarely on social media. And now where I'm at in my life currently, I have to get back into that space than I was from 2011, 2013 in regards to unattached giving, being thankful, speaking to everybody, so I could receive the new blessings that are out here for me. Because people, you might think I'm doing great, but I'm supposed to be at another level. And the reason why I'm not is because I stopped following the process that I had in place from 2011 to 2013. I got away from that. Now my social media going back and forth, which I've stopped lately. I have not been practicing my unattached giving. I'm going to start volunteering hopefully soon, depending on how this coronavirus situation plays out. I'm going to make sure I stay thankful that I'm just going to keep it all the way around positive. And yeah, I got off track. I'm going to continue to write, continue to grow. I'm not being hard on myself. I'm just being honest. Like I'm supposed to be I'm supposed to be much further today than I'm supposed to be much further than where I'm supposed to be now. Than where I'm at now. I'm supposed to be much further. I'm supposed to I should have accomplished a whole lot more by now. See, I'm never content. And going back from 2011 to 2013, seeing the pace in which I was doing great things and accomplishing great feats and breaking down barriers, I need to get back in that space. Thank you. I need to show more love and compassion towards ourselves and towards others. That's what it is. And sometimes when we get into these online battles and, YouTube beefs, it's nothing more than projecting. Usually you have something going on with you internally and you want to project that and you use that and you project it through arguing online, cussing people out on YouTube. But in reality, there's something inside you that you need to fix, and only you can do that alone. So I would say fix the internal issues, because I was in 2011 to 2013, I was on my spiritual game. I was on point. And I just need to get back to that place. Because again, there are blessings awaiting me. But I have to get Dynasty Mirror right before I'm ready to receive those blessings. I need to stop planting these negative. See, everything is going to be positive moving forward. Now, that doesn't mean I'm going to be delusional. I do understand there are issues. I do realize that there are certain forces who are adversive or which are adversive. I understand that. I get it. But right now, I'm really in no position to truly attack those forces until I get myself right. Now, that doesn't mean I'm soft, I'm going to be a doormat. But there's, like I said, I have to get back to my process. And I'm getting back to that. I mean, I was up every morning at 5 o'clock. And I was doing what very well. And I got away from that and I'm making the change. I decided to make the change and get back to where I was at. Like my good friend said, you have two cows inside of you. You have the negative cow and you have the positive cow. Your job is to feed the positive cow at all times, as much as possible. And that's what we're doing. Because this year, we're already in March. We're already in March. And I have a lot, whether it be career, family, personal, that I have to accomplish between now and December 31. And the only way I am going to be able to do that is by remaining positive and loving, giving, and caring. Again, unattached giving, giving thanks, speaking positivity. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm for diversity of mind. I am for diversity of mind. I'm for hearing different ideas that might be different from mine. That's why me personally, I completely do not support cancel culture. I'm not a fan of cancel culture. If somebody disagrees with you, you cancel them. You have to look at the complete body of work of that person before you make that decision. I don't care if you're Democrat, Republican, Trump supporter, Christian, Buddhist, Hebrew, Israelite. I don't care what you are. We might not agree. And I'm going to stop focusing so much on the disagreements and lashing out. My thing is, if you have good overall moral compass, then we can work together. I don't care what you believe in. Again, I don't care what you believe in, who you vote for. If you have good moral compass, we can work together, period. That's where I'm at now. I'm in no position to be overcritical just because we disagree, without looking at the bigger picture or the bigger body of work. Case in point, Steve Harvey. Now, I don't agree with Steve Harvey in regards to his comments about slavery. I don't agree with Steve Harvey in regards to the way he dealt with Monique. But listening to Steve Harvey's motivational tapes, and in fact, I was at the gym, and on my YouTube suggestion, Steve Harvey came up. And I looked at it, and I said, "Oh, that clown, I ain't listening to Steve Harvey." Then he came up again. And I looked at it, I said, you know what? Let me give Steve Harvey a shot. Steve Harvey changed my life. Again, differing ideas. We don't agree on everything. But if I did not have an open mind, enough of an open mind to click on that Steve Harvey video, motivational video, I might not be where I'm at today. And people who are out there that are your so-called friends that are ready to cut you off because you disagree with them, as long as you're respectful about it. And that's my issue. At times, I am not respectful in regards to my disagreements, and I can sling mud. And I'm stopping that. I'm stopping that. But if you have friends and family that are ready to cut you off because you don't agree with them on everything, those friends and family members are disingenuous. You can still be compassionate about somebody and disagree with them. You can still disagree with somebody and still be compassionate about them. Excuse me. So I'll say this before I go. If I was ever disrespectful to you and rude because I did not agree with you, I apologize. I'm sorry. If you ever caught me being rude and slinging mud because we had a fundamental disagreement, I apologize. If we ever had a disagreement, and in that it caused me to be rude and lash out, I apologize. I'm sorry. I apologize. So I just wanted to put that out there today. Guys, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for the super chats. Until next time, family, Donnie Samir, search for Huru. Alafia.